Hello and happy, what's today? Tuesday. So before we get started, just take a moment, set your timers for 5 minutes, and start on your before free journal. Remember, you can write about whatever you want. When you're all finished, turn the video back on and we'll get started. All right, hello. So come into a comfortable position, whether that's sitting on a chair, whether it's cross-legged, feet long, on your knees, whatever feels good for you. Take a moment to close your eyes if that feels okay. If not, maybe just look to the floor and soften the eyes. Take a moment just to notice your breath. Try not to change your breath yet, you're just noticing. Maybe you notice that your breath is in the chest, or maybe you notice that it's in the belly a little more. Or maybe you just notice it's a nice, natural flowing breath. And wherever your breath's at, now I want you to focus on it. Try to fall into that 3-part diaphragmic breathing as we breathe in through the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. So it's that smooth 3-part breath, breathing in and out. Continue to breathe like that. Place your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your belly. Allow the body to be soft and relaxed. So the shoulders are relaxed. The eyes, cheeks, tongue, jaw, relaxed. And focus on the inhale and exhale. As you breathe in, you'll feel the belly and the chest expand against the palms. And as you exhale, you'll feel everything go back to normal. Take one more round of breath. And then release your hands and open your eyes. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Hopefully a little better. Just by doing that quick 1.5 minutes of breathing. Breathing really has a powerful effect on our nervous system. And it can reset how we think, and it can kind of just clear our brain. So if you're feeling fogged up or stressed or you need a study break, remember that you can just close your eyes and breathe for a few minutes, even a minute. It's all beneficial. So we're going to do sun salutations today, which is a really fun flow. It might make you feel like you're out of breath, especially if you've never done it before. There's going to be a few new moves. But before we do the sun salutation, we're just going to warm up a little bit. So I want you to inhale, reach your arms up, roll out the wrists. Good. Exhale, bring the arms down. Right arm reaches up, inhale, exhale, open up. Inhale, release. Exhale, left arm over the head. Good. One more time each side. Right arm reaches, exhale, open. And again, inhale and exhale, open. Good. Bring your hands to the top of your knees. Inhale, lift your chest and your gaze up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, lift your chest and your eyes up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. One more time, inhale, lift your chest and your gaze. Exhale, round your shoulders, tuck your chin. Good. From here, come forward to your hands and your knees. I'm just going to switch positions. You can always stay centered on your mat, but I'm going to switch here and there just so you can see me, see what my body's doing. So bring your hips over your knees, shoulders over wrists. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift chest and tailbone up. This is cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your upper back, tuck your chin. Cat pose. Inhale, belly drops, chest and gaze lifts. Exhale, round your back. A few more at your own pace. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Good. From here, I want you to separate your knees about as wide as your mat. Take your big toes together. Sit your hips back to your heels, and then reach your arms long as you put your forehead down on the mat. This is called child's pose. Take 3 full rounds of breath here. This pose is really good for stretching and lengthening the entire spine. Slowly come back up to the hands and the knees. Come into good alignment again, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Tuck your toes, bring your hips up and press your heels back. This is downward facing dog. Head looks right between the legs. So in our sun salutations, we're gonna do a few of these today. All right, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk your feet to your hands and come all the way up to standing. So we're gonna get started. So before I teach you, I'm just gonna demonstrate what it looks like. So the purpose of sun salutations is to get the heartbeat rise, get the body warmed up. So a lot of times traditionally done in yoga, it's called sun salutations because you do it first thing out of the morning, and it's just used to revitalize your body and to wake up. A lot of people, like in India, they'll do it 108 times every single morning. We are not going to do that, but it's a cool little challenge if you ever want to try it once you're used to it. So I'm going to show you real quick. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to do it, and then I'll break it down. So that was one round. So typically when you get a little better at it, you do one movement for one breath. So you'll inhale, reach your arms up, exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift. So for today, I'm gonna break it down a lot slower than that, and maybe I'll teach one round with breath. So we'll see, but today will be a little bit slower, just learning the moves. So start at the top of your mat. Again, I'm gonna be a little sideways just so you can see the movements better. You're gonna start, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. If you need to, bend your knees here. If it's too much of a strain or you wanna really touch your toes, just bend the knees, it's fine. We're gonna come into an inhale, halfway lift. So what I'm looking for here is a flat back. You're sticking your tailbone straight back and your hands are coming to the shins. You pull your belly button in and up towards your spine. You're gonna exhale, plant the hands and step back into a high plank. Now, if you haven't done a high plank in a really long time, go ahead and bend the knees. From here, you're gonna exhale, keep the elbows, it's basically like a push-up. You're doing push-ups. So keep the elbows in by the ribs, lower all the way down to your belly. From here, lift the chest up. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. It's not that bad, right? Maybe a few more rounds of that. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Look forward, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, stick your tailbone back. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands come down, step back. Drop the knees if you need, lower down all the way to your belly. Inhale, chest lifts up. Exhale, bend the knees, downward facing dog. Good, breathe, focus on your breath. Breath in, breath out. Now we're gonna add on, bring your feet to your hands, halfway lift, fold. This is called sun salutation B, chair pose. So you're gonna bend your knees and sit your tailbone back, almost like you were sitting in a chair. You want to make sure you're not jutting your chest out and you're not sticking your ribs out. Your spine is straight and long and your hands are reaching out. You also want to make sure you're not hiking the shoulders up. They're very relaxed. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low push-up. Drop your knees down. Make sure you're bending your elbows. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, back up onto the knees, downward facing dog. Here's where we're adding on. Lift your right leg up behind you and step it through for warrior one. So the front foot is at 12 o'clock. The back foot is at a 45-degree angle and our arms reach straight up. If possible, the knee is in 90-degree angle. It's lined right up over the ankle and the entire back foot is planted. If that doesn't feel good in your body, you can always lift the heel, but ideally it's all the way down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts to the sky. Step it through, warrior one, other side. So same thing. Front foot at 12 o'clock, back foot at a 45-degree angle. Breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale. Hands come down, step back. We'll do one more round of that. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, bend your knees, reach up a little faster here. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step back, knees come down, high to low push up. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up behind you, step it through, warrior one. So front foot's at 12 o'clock, back foot's at a 45-degree angle, arms reach straight up. We're gonna add on one more pose, warrior two, just because we learned it a few classes back. So all you're gonna do is pivot the hips open now. So they're squared. Now we're moving that back foot in a 45-degree angle and the arms come into a T. So warrior one was here, warrior two is here. Something I want you to make sure you're not doing is little bitty stances. You want to be using about 80% of your yoga mat. So if it feels awkward, that means it's probably really short. Good. Take your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up behind you, step it through, warrior one. Remember that back foot's at a 45-degree angle, front foot's at 12 o'clock. Lunge for a deep, long stance. Now, if you come into it and you're in that itty-bitty stance, that's fine. All you got to do is take that back foot back. And you'll feel the difference. If you're unsure that you're doing it right, just take a step back anyway and see which one feels better. Okay, open that back foot up to 10 o'clock. Arms are in a T. My front leg isn't really doing anything. It's staying where it is. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Bring the hands down. Step back, down dog. All right, come down to your knees. So that's what we're gonna do for today. After this class, the classes are gonna be a little bit longer. Get down kind of out of breath. So if you're feeling out of breath too, it's completely normal. Today's purpose was to kind of raise the heart rate and give you a little taste of what sun salutation is. As we get started, we'll probably always do sun salutations, at least like 3 to 4 rounds of them. So that's just a taste of it. If it was really hard or really challenging for you, don't get discouraged. It only gets easier. I think it's really cool to like take your first yoga class and compare it to your last one and just note like the differences, like how much more simple it becomes. So I hope that you liked it, and if you have any questions, just give me an email, or I always will comment back on the free journal. So if you ever want to leave a question in the comments there, feel free, or just an email. Just remember to put what section and class you're in. So now before you're done, just make sure you set your timer for 5 minutes again and do your free journal post, your after one. All right. Have a nice Tuesday or Wednesday, because you'll probably see this on Wednesday. So happy hump day, y'all.